Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders potentially trading or signing Brandon Aiyuk. At this point, I don't know what it would be. It's just been reported by Bleacher Report and ESPN, mainly ESPN, that Bleacher Report covered the story, but ESPN reported that the Commanders are linked to Brandon Aiyuk if he part ways with the 49ers because of his connection with Jaden Daniels at Arizona State. And then, also his connection with another player on the Commanders, like, Deebo Samuel, and connections to the front office. It was reported by ESPN that, Aiyuk to the Commanders is a very likable option. The wide receiver room would be stacked. You'd have Brandon Aiyuk, Terry McLaurin, and Deebo Samuel. That's an amazing wide receiver room for Jaden Daniels next year if that happens. Now, when I say trade or sign, we don't know what will happen. We don't, I think in all likelihood, if the 49ers are going to part ways with Brandon Aiyuk, it's going to be them cutting him. I think the Commanders are not going to want to trade for that contract that he signed. So, look, Aiyuk's a very talented wide receiver, but he has yet to hit the field after his brutal knee injury. So, even though it's way over a year at this point from his injury. I mean, he got hurt like week 8 last year. It was like week 8, week 9 last year he got hurt. And here we are. It's we're like week 13, week 14 of the NFL season this year. And, he has not played a game yet. And there has not even been a sign of him getting close to return. And John Lynch, their GM today, the 49ers GM today, said he is not sure about Aiyuk return. So he is very talented. He is a great wide receiver. Before last year, with only playing half the season, 2023, he had 1,300 receiving yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. He had 400 receiving yards in 7 games for the 49ers before his injury. So he is very talented. We just don't know how he's going to return from this knee injury. We've yet to see him. The Commanders are nobody's going to want to trade. This is a fact. Nobody's going to trade for Brandon Aiyuk's contract if he does not play a game, from coming back from this injury this year. Now, if the 49ers end up cutting him and he's available to sign, I think there are going to be a lot of teams that are going to be interested in signing him. But nobody's going to want to trade for that contract if he hits the field. Even if he touches the field this year, I still think there are going to be not a lot of teams that want to trade for that contract. But absolutely nobody will trade for that contract if he does not play at all this year. So, in all likelihood, I think it's, he gets cut and someone picks him up. And I think the favorite would have to be the Washington Commanders, who, when there were talks about him potentially getting traded, because there were talks about him getting traded, last offseason, not the offseason. After the 2023 season, there were talks about him potentially getting traded. The Commanders were one of those teams that were linked. You guys give me your thoughts on the potential trade in the comment section, and peace out.